Hey everybody, welcome to our noon live chat. I'm so excited to see you guys. And we come to you every day, Monday through Friday, several times a day. Renee and I come to you starting at 8 Central Time. So we're here at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4, all the even hours up until 4 o'clock. So we can play with makeup. We can experience Luminous and what we have to offer and just show you the ease of airbrushing, to show you it's not as difficult as we think it is. I know that a lot of times we play it up in our heads that we think, oh, I don't know if I can do this. This might be more difficult. No, it is super easy to do this. And so when you have ordered your kit, maybe you've ordered it. Maybe you are waiting on it. Maybe it's there and you haven't even opened it yet, but this might be what it looks like. This is our icon. And then, so it comes with the system, but it also comes with makeup. So this is our icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And it does come with 2 bottles of foundation, 2 complimentary bottles of foundation, and Love and Blush. And Love is a hydrating, the Love is a very hydrating illuminator. It is going to give you a little bit of luminosity. And then our blush is super high pigmented. So it does bloom and it will intensify. So we'll go over that as well. Let's see who's on. Hello, Deborah. Oh, we got 2 Deborahs. No, wait. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Hey, Patty. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Hey, Nancy. Good to see you. Timberly. Good to see you. Yay, the gang's all here. I want to go over one thing real quick because we always want to touch base on this, on how to start airbrushing. When you get your system, the first thing we want you to do is open it and get it out of the box. So this is the Legend and it already comes put together. You just need to plug in the power cord. And then we want you just to turn it on and play with it. Just experience it, feel what it's going to feel like around your face, because when you turn it on, there is air that comes out. Once you start playing with it, moving it around, then you can put water in here, start pulling back on the trigger, feel what that's going to feel like on your face. Just remember that water is heavier than the makeup. With our makeup, you're using 10 times less makeup. So this is not going to go on like traditional makeup. It is going to be different. So get that traditional makeup out of your brain and we are going to be airbrushing. So start playing with it, practice with the air, practice with the water, keep the stylus moving, keep it 4 finger widths away from your face and barely pull back on the trigger. That is what we want you to practice. Is the pulling back of the trigger, because you're letting very little makeup out. All right, let's see. Everybody, I love how y'all all say hi to each other. I'm actually going in and I'm going to use some Velvet Veil. When I do the nudes, I always do the naturally nude makeup for our noon. And then now put this under my eyes. How was everybody's weekend? Did everybody have a good time? Any fun new looks that you tried? Now, this Velvet Veil is a blurrer, so it's going to help blur fine lines and wrinkles, pore reduction. It even helps with redness, which is pretty darn amazing. And so that will help alleviate some of that look as well. So it gets you kind of a step up in your coverage and making you look even flawlesser. All right. So I'm going to go in. Let's see. What do I want to use? Let's use the CC concealer. Let's see. Where's my CC? There it is. Oh, yeah. Here's another one. Well, I'll use this one. I'm almost out of this one. So I'm going to put this right in here. Put my drops right in there, and turning on my system, there is air that comes out. And so I'm actually going to spray this on my lids, underneath my eyes. And I'm using it to, again, start my coverage. So just like you would use a normal concealer to cover those imperfections that we don't want anybody to know about. Same thing, except we're not having to touch our face. And I only am putting this on those areas that, you know, that I need to. I don't have to put this all over. Uh-oh, Deborah said, I tried my best to sleep through the night, but my fur baby had other ideas. Oh, no. All right, so I'm going up and down, just doing a little bit more coverage, and there we go. So now I'm going to go in and using Tulip, which has become one of my favorite blushes. Does everybody have trouble sleeping? Is what I'm gathering up. This is our blush. Now I'm putting 2 drops of the blush. Now you might be saying, Heather, you haven't put on your foundation yet. So I love putting the blush on first because of the fact it is high pigmented and it does intensify. And so putting the blush on first, if I do get it a little much, it doesn't matter because it will blend when I do the foundation. So I'm going to start this at my cheek area. I can make my movement first and then lightly, let me make sure I'm getting the blush, lightly start pulling back on my trigger. And now I'm going to the other side. Now I don't stay in one spot too long. You'll never go in one spot twice. But I do on the blush switch back and forth to help even it out. And there we go. Now, right now, it might look a little bright. It's okay. I'm going to put foundation on top of it, and so that way it will blend. So I'm actually going to use, let's use Mystic. I haven't used Mystic in a while. I'll use Mystic Shade 3. Thank you, Deborah. Hey, Amber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if you're using right now more than 5 drops, it's okay. So it really is. You'll learn to use less and less. So just start out with 5 because of the fact that once you don't want to waste it because you will use less and less, and you should be able to get it down to about 5 to 7 drops to do your entire face, depending on your coverage. And so you don't want to waste the product. So start out with 5. If you need to add more, add more. But then you'll get it down to that number. So now you can see all of my blush is blending. It's not as bright. Go in here, blend it down my neck. Do a little bit more on this side. Now with Mystic is a higher pigmentation, a higher coverage. And so you might find that you don't need to do as much coverage or as many passes with Mystic because it is higher pigmentation. Now I'm going to grab Love, and Love is that hydrating illuminator. I'll put about 3 drops, and I'm just going to do this right on my upper cheekbone area. It is very neutral color, it's more of a flesh color, not as bright as the Glow, but it does have, unlike Glow, it does have a little bit of some shine to it. Meaning it's going to grab the light. It's a luminosity. I wouldn't say necessarily a shine, but it will grab the light. So you will have that little bit of pow. If you're wanting to do a little bit, maybe not too much, just very subtle, you can start out with Love. Love is great mixed in with your foundation. It's even great mixed in with a blush. There's so much you can do with it. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm using our Nude and Naughty palette. I'm going to use something different, and I'm going to grab an angled brush. Oh, here it is. Grab my angled brush right here. And with a medium brown, I don't want to go too dark. I'm going to lightly fill in, still with feather-like strokes, with the eyeshadow. Our eyeshadows are very high pigmented, again, so there's so many different uses. See the difference? I can achieve the same look with our Duo Eyebrow Pencil. This is also, it's a pencil, but it is angled. Let me put that down. It is angled. And so you can achieve that same look with the Duo Eyebrow Pencils. So right now, I'm just going in. Now, what's great about the pencils is the fact you won't have any flakes. You won't have it, you know, have any fallouts or have anything like that. You'll have, you know, you just draw it on and it's perfect. So let me go in here and finish this one. And there you go. And then you can always go through with like a spoolie or the back of, you know, like an empty mascara wand and just brush through it to soften the look of the brows as well. Now, if we want to add some eyeshadow, we have different options. So if I wanted to do a nude eyeshadow, I could go back to my Nude and Naughty. And I can do one color just right on my lid, just right on the lid, very soft, and almost just a swipe. So if you want to do something very light, but get some color on the lid, you can do that. So I'm going to do kind of a neutral, it does have a little bit of shimmer to it, but I'm just going to sweep that. I'm going to get here so you can see it on my lid. Very light, boop, just like that. Can you see the difference? Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. And just sweep that through. Okay, throw on mascara. You can even put on some eyeliner if you wanted to, a very thin line. You can be done. Or if you did want to take it up a notch with a medium to light brown neutral shade, or matte shade, I should say, I can go in, and I'm only going to do one side right now so you can see the difference, and do it in my crease. Still very natural, still very neutral. Pop that right there in the crease to make it a little more interesting. So everybody can do this, right? You can do this. I'm just blending this right on top of what I've already done. And just to create a little bit of oomph to the eyes. A lot of times, guys, you're going to see me do only 2 shades of eyeshadow. You don't need 7 shades of eyeshadow to look put together, to look polished, to look amazing. You don't have to sit there in front of a mirror for an hour and a half doing your makeup. Especially with Luminous, you can get ready and look flawless and look amazing and feel good about yourself in moments. You don't have to sit there forever and do your makeup. Luminous makes it super, super easy to do, whether it is a natural look or a full-fledged going to a gala look. It makes it super, super easy. All right. Patty's like, I can watch you do it. Guys, I promise you, if you have the right tools, if you have the right brush, like the blending brush, super important brush to have, and just practice blending. Put a color on your eye and just sit there using the tip of the brush. Just go back and forth. Blend it and see what happens. See how you can change it. All it is like you're a windshield wiper. Boop, boop, boop. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It really does make a difference. So you can do it. I promise. Plus, that's why we're here. So you can ask me questions and learn. All right. I'm going to take Start, which I think this one is. Yep. And put on some lips. And I'm going to fill in. You know I don't like those real exact lines. So I do drag it. A little. So it smudges it. And then I rub them together. Just again, to what that's going to do. Girl, Tamberly, my eyelids move too, girl. But the great thing about our makeup, and you'll notice the difference, is I mean, how many times have you heard me? It's high pigmentation. It's high pigmented. So when I am brushing, when I am blending, I'm not pressing hard. I am lightly. I'm gonna come up real close so you can see. If I pressed hard, my eye would move, but you're not pressing that hard. I'm just blending. I mean, I'm barely touching it to my eye. So you won't have that movement. If you need to, stretch it. Just go in there and stretch it a little bit, but you can do it. I promise. Promise. You can do it. You can do it. All right. So now I'm going to apply a little bit of lip jelly with my Start. Just right in the center. Not too much. Just like that. And then one thing that I really don't do a lot, because I'm not very shiny, but if I want it, see, I have to open it. There we go. Our boxes are so hard to get into. Tamberly, just lift that up, baby. Lift that bad boy right on up and you can blend it. A lot of times when I'm doing makeup, I have to move, like doing other people's makeup. I'll do this. Lift it up just a little bit. All right, so I'm going in and I'm going to use our compact powder with our brush. And I kind of just place it on right there. And again, lightly dusting. If you need to, finish that look. Now, you can always go in and contour if you wanted to warm it up a little bit. So there's endless possibilities that you can do for a very natural look. You don't have to go overboard. There are certain things that maybe you can, draw more attention to the eyes, less on the lips, or maybe you like more blush or, contour, whatever the case may be, using the bronzers, all of that. You don't have to, it's baby steps. You can take baby steps. It's okay. You can do it. I promise. So if I put, since I'm going to do the 2 o'clock, I'm not putting mascara on, but put mascara on and I will be set, ready to go. And I did it in like 12 minutes. So it really does take less time. And I'm put together. I can be seen in public. All right, guys, I'm with you for the rest of the afternoon. I will be here for the 2 and the 4. We'll have some fun today. I'll back on this Monday. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.